So the Bobcats starting five. Wallace and Dio are the forwards. E.J. Augustin and Steven Jackson in the backcourt. And Dampier. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Here's LeBron. A lot of road struggles for the Bobcats last year, Clark.
Yeah, and as you would expect, I mean, a young team trying to become a playoff team. They managed only 13 wins away from home. Not good for a team that made the playoffs, but something to build on going forward.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, a bit ago, Larry Brown and I were able to chat. He said he knows facing a well-tuned offense is his big concern and not letting them get into any kind of rhythm. He told me on-the-ball pressure is key. We can't let them get too comfortable in the half court or they'll simply pick us apart. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And keeping a lid on their opponent's shooting percentage, Clark's early a focal point here.
Team defense, Kevin. That's how you get it done.
Clark, back to the Bobcats on the road. It just goes to show how great they were at home to make the playoffs with their road woes.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there. You've got to start somewhere when you're trying to become a playoff team. But if they want to make more noise in the playoffs, Kevin, they've got to become better on the road. It's plain and simple. You aren't going to get very far just defending your home court.
And so here is Charlotte after LeBron James's miss. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by the Bobcats.
Bosh posted career highs last season in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage. That's impressive. He really came up big going into free agency.
Yeah, good season, didn't he?
Very strong.
That free throw missing. And the Heat making a change here. Ilgauskas has checked in. Ozzy Muhammad's checked in for Charlotte. And he's good on the second. And Clark, when you talk about Chris Bosh, he really hit the weights prior to the season. How much of a difference do you think that made in his game?
You know, I found whenever I've trained hard and lifted weights, more than anything else, it was the confidence you gained from going through that kind of rigorous preparation. You just had a different mindset. That work created in your attitude an aggressiveness and a strength, and I think that's the greatest benefit any player gets from lifting weights.
That's an interesting point. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him. Sometimes you just don't connect. They can't dwell on it. They've got to move on and just D up and get it back.
And here's Charlotte, and it's Miller picking him up. The open shot from Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. Here's LeBron. Buries the free throw line jumper. LeBron's now got his second basket of the game. On defense, Miami. It's a three-point game. Augustine up top, covered by LeBron. Ilgauskas gets the reach-in call. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already, he finds himself in foul trouble here.
The Heat making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Here's Jackson. Now Augustine throws it up. Charlotte again missing.
Really not enough defensive pressure there to force that miss. He's got to be disappointed.
And again, LeBron James. LeBron's now got 6.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Here's Jackson. 2:18 left in the first. Poked away. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Augustine. Drains it from short range.
That's where you want to be getting the majority of your shots from on offense.
Here's Miller. The Heat with only 24 wins at home last season, Clark. You'd expect more than that from the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, but they made up for it with a good road record, which was a little surprising but necessary. They do need to do a better job of protecting their home.
And slam dunk. Wow! Now the Sprite slam cam for the replay.
Excellent defense, and the steal earns them a quick bucket in transition.
Here's Augustine. Wade is covering on the wing. Wallace. And he dunks that one through.
That's some fortitude right there, some guts, Kevin. I mean, answer one slam with a slam of your own.
Power versus power.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
You know, Kevin, when the Big Three first joined forces in Miami, there were some that said these guys were taking the easy way out, that they should try to win it by themselves. Dwayne Wade said, "We understood that this is not something that everyone wants to see." One thing that disturbs me is they say Michael and Magic and Larry did it by themselves. They did not do it by themselves. No one has. Go check the numbers. Go look at the teams. Guys, he has a point.
Well, certainly some of the great teams had multiple Hall of Famers. He may have a point. Thanks, Doris. Both teams deciding to change it up. For LeBron James, last season ended with another tough defeat. This time, Clark, courtesy of the Boston Celtics.
And it's got to be frustrating for him, Kevin, to be the MVP, to have the best record in the league, but yet again, meet defeat before you can even get back to the finals. Disappointing. Nice anticipation right there to snatch that one.
It's vertical, and the dunk by Jackson.
And look at how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that one. That's never going to endear you to your opponents. They don't like that kind of stuff.
No, he was enjoying that one so much he didn't want to let go.
Yeah, I think he was throwing salt in the wound, though.
Easy shot. Shot is off. And Charlotte the other way now. And Clark talking about LeBron. He didn't seem himself as the Celtics closed him out. You know, the elbow injury and everything, it just wasn't him.
Yeah, certainly. At one point, that elbow injury caused him to shoot free throws left-handed, but I think it was more the Celtics than the injury.
That was definitely a factor. You're right. The Heat making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And he gives them the lead. Here's Wade. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Haslam. Takes it up. Tries to lay it in, but it doesn't go. Here comes Jackson. Great offensive performance they're putting on. Wade is whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And the first one drops. And the Bobcats making a change here. 2 shots. And so he hits both. Here's Wade. Here's Jones. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Livingston. And that's not going to go. And our first quarter of play over.